That was it. No punctuation, no heart. Just a message like she was canceling a gym membership. I stared at the screen. The nurse was adjusting my IV. I didn't blink, didn't breathe. My thumb hovered over the keys. I typed 2 words. As you wish. Then I made one call. My commanding officer picked up on the first ring. I told him everything. He gave no response, just silence and breath. That was enough. She was wearing combat boots, civilian clothes, and a smirk that could bend steel. I was younger, naive, convinced I could save the world and love a woman who didn't need saving. We danced in kitchen light, named our son after my father, and painted nursery walls before deployments. Every return home, I'd count the freckles on her shoulders like prayer beads. But love isn't loud when it leaves. It drips, quiet, unnoticed. Receipts for things we didn't own. Boys' toys I hadn't bought. Private numbers. Once I heard a man's voice in the background when she answered my call. She said it was the TV. I wanted to believe her. I tried. Until my son's voice cracked through a weak connection. "Daddy, Mommy said you're never coming back." I felt that bullet harder than the one lodged near my spine. Still, I stayed composed. From that hospital bed, I started building the end. I wasn't just coming for the house. I wasn't just taking back my son. I was going to erase every lie she'd built on my sacrifice. First, I filed a report with JAG. Emotional abandonment, financial infidelity, neglect. I had receipts, screenshots, statements, voice recordings. Then I called the military housing office. She had moved into my base-assigned quarters while I was deployed. Unauthorized occupant. Immediate grounds for eviction. Finally, I called CPS. I told them everything. What she'd said, what she'd laughed, what my son had endured. The system moved faster than I expected. I gave names, dates, evidence. I didn't exaggerate. I didn't need to. She did that part for me. The first came as the moving trucks pulled up to the house. The base commander himself stood on the lawn. Military police backed him, CPS with a court order. She screamed on voicemail, "Why is the army packing up my house? What did you do?" I played the message twice. Then I hit delete. I stepped off the plane in a wheelchair, saluted the flag, and rolled straight into that courtroom. She looked at me like I was a ghost, pale, stumbling in heels she couldn't afford. The judge read her the charges: custody violation, financial misappropriation, willful neglect, fraud. Her lawyer didn't even object. My son sat beside me, small hands in my lap. When the judge asked him who he wanted to live with, he didn't hesitate. Daddy, he never lies. In the courthouse parking lot, she ran up, mascara bleeding, heels clicking like gunfire. "You ruined my life," she spat. I looked at her like a memory, faded, forgotten. "You did that all by yourself," I said. She lunged forward, angry tears and shaking fists. "You think you won?" I didn't flinch. "This wasn't a game," I said. "This was war, and I survive war." My son draws crayon tanks on printer paper. He tells me they're indestructible, like me. I sleep better. No locked doors, no whispered calls, no betrayal breathing down my neck. She sends messages sometimes, apologies, pleas, threats. I don't answer. I let silence say what needs to be said. Step by step. Through legal papers, through exposed lies, through a system I once served and now stood protected by. I gave her exactly what she asked for.